It was hard at first. Everything happened so fast after I got diagnosed, and I had surgery a week later, and then I had my big surgery to take it out 2 weeks later. And so my parents and my family did a lot of the sharing, like with relatives and friends and things. So I really didn't start sharing things with people probably until about a month or two after I had surgery. I ended up going back to K-State, and so that was really my chance to get to kind of share my story with my friends. And I think at that point I was kind of excited to tell them about, how I had healed and how things had gone. So I don't think it was, once I kind of started doing it, it wasn't too bad. I have had a biopsy. That was my very first step after my first CAT scan and MRI. And then a week after that, I had an awake craniotomy. The tumor was pressing on my motor strip that affected my right hand. And so they wanted to keep me awake for the surgery to make sure that they didn't damage my arm or my hand or any of those nerves. So after I had that surgery, I had MRIs every 6 months, and then I got moved to a year when those came back good. So I'm doing yearly MRIs right now. Just last week, I had my 5-year MRI, and it was a little scary because they found like a spot they were kind of concerned about. And so I went back for another MRI, and everything turned out to be fine. They think it's just scar tissue, like the resection site has just changed a little bit. So that was kind of my first big kind of scare since I've had surgery. But going forward, for right now, I'm just having yearly MRIs. They have kind of been debating on if I should get MRIs with contrast or without contrast. Just because I am so young, they don't want to be giving me MRIs every single year with contrast if I don't need them. But then this year, we ended up needing one with contrast. So that's been kind of a differing opinion between both of my doctors. But yearly MRIs from here on out. So